to all have joint struggle. We have to have joint struggle to achieve our collective goals. It's not that I wish for you to come and help us. It's that we have to work together to achieve our collective goals. And borders don't mean anything to me.
Yeah. And so this is sort of this, I think this notion of myceliation to me is really important. Like that we are aware globally of what's happening, but the change is happening at this sort of unseen level that just creeps from place to place, and we need to keep shining a light on it, which is what you're doing with Story Moss. It's what the Global Earth Repair Convergence, what the festival I'm organizing. It's to really pay attention closely, to notice, to lift up stories and find ways that we can support one another in whatever way that might look like. And yeah.
Well,
So
support, and also, sorry, Morag and Mazin, I had a question about education. Like, are you able, I mean, to engage and educate and inform? Are you able, like, volunteers are coming? Oh, we lost him. Oh no, you're here, Mazin.
Yeah, I'm here.
Like, do you have like a week? Do you have like workshop or courses that people come to your living farm and follow? Or how does it work?
Well, we have orientation for new volunteers, of course,
Okay.
and we tailor the work to the volunteer. And there's also possibility of volunteering remotely, for example, with graphic design or writing papers together or doing things together for the museum, whatever. So we tailor it to the interest of the volunteer. If a volunteer is interested in gardens, they are welcome to work in the garden. If they're interested in exhibit design or in childhood education or something like that, then we tailor their volunteering task to those things.
are the volunteers typically younger university students or all different kinds of people throughout your community?
No, I mean, I've had volunteers from 9 years old to 94 years old.
That's cool.
So we can tailor, we can accommodate different people.
So does it mean, Mazin, sorry again, does it mean that you always manage to have few volunteers living at the farm so that they provide you with the labor that you need and input? Is that the case?
Well, I mean, today I have I have one international volunteer who's not even staying here, staying somewhere else, but she comes here daily. She's from France. She's staying at another place in Bethlehem. But normally we have like between 5 and 10 international volunteers. And of course, we have the local volunteers. The local volunteers don't live here. They come and go according to their schedules.
Yeah.
We have community garden, community service volunteers from the universities. Many universities require their students to do community service. So they come here, spend whatever, 50 hours community service, things like that. So there's different categories of volunteering. There's interns, there's postdoctoral fellows that do research. You know, there's different things.
Buzzing, busy.
When you mentioned the ages of from 9 to 94, I was just thinking of how beautiful and important it is to have intergenerational learning in these spaces. And, you know, the young people teaching the older people and the older people teaching the younger people and learning from one another.
Yes, this is absolutely the best feature of this. I mean, I learn new things every day from volunteers, from children, from students who visit here. And yeah, it's a community, basically, community life. And this is the beauty of it. It's a joint action towards positive things. It also provides a psychological relief, in the middle of difficult situations in our region, to have people plant. I mean, for me, I personally work in the garden between 1 hour to 3 hours a day because it's my physical exercise, and also because it's psychologically very helpful to me to get my hands dirty and plant things and pick things and whatever. I think it's the best psychotherapy in difficult situations.
Yeah.
Do you also, hold conversational circles or other things to help people? Because I can imagine that would be an enormous stress in people's lives. Are there other ways that you're tending to that too in the space, and are you
Yes,
receiving people from Gaza as well in your center and in your area?
yeah, we do some of that. Not enough, I think. We need much more of this.
Well,
Our,
actually,
our
Mazin,
limitations is basically people. If I have, if I'm going to do a circle like this also, it means I have to have somebody, it cannot just be random. It has to be well structured, organized, with a facilitator and somebody who knows what to do. And so sometimes when we get international volunteers who are interested in doing these kinds of things, they do them. And sometimes local people will volunteer to do them. But it depends a lot on the interest and the motivation of people organizing it.
well, Mazin, we work a little bit with the Pocket Project. And so they do have, just so a few months ago, they started their intervention or support organization in Palestine, the way that they had started it with Ukraine. So they have, I think, local Palestinian therapists that are conducting online, but also in person. I know that Science and Duality had this woman, she was doing a workshop. Remember, Megan, last month, forget her name now. She was doing a 4 Sunday workshop, mostly targeted for Palestinian speakers. So I'd be happy to try to ask if there's anything that, is happening in your region or like closer to your farm. Mazin, if you'd like.
It would be great to collaborate.
Yes.
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, the thing about us and many of us, like for instance, Morag is preparing a festival, international. I love the name. International. What is it?
International Permaculture Festival of Wild and Kind Ideas.
Yeah, I mean, this name is
Love
impossibly
that.
long.
I don't care. It started off as the Festival of Ideas. Then last year it became the Festival of Wild Ideas because I think we need to be really focusing on biodiversity. And then I thought, well, we have to really make sure that people understand it's also about human kindness and peace.
I know. I love
added
that.
kind in as well.
And now next year, you don't know. Next year,
No.
Yes.
Maybe it'll be
compassion.
just peace.
Well, actually, Mazin, that's it. Maybe we have to close soon, but actually, I love what you say, the last part of our chat here, because I think that for me, like I'm very shy to ask too much of what's going on. Like for us, thinking of what you're going through is we can't really understand because of course it's so biased being in the West, America, with the news and all of that. But I just love as a Buddhist practitioner, the thing about cherishing love for all living being is a solution to most of our issues in the world, because we wouldn't be meeting if they were sharing love. So I love the kindness addition to your event.
And also, just as Mazin was talking about, just the power of the garden, the power of getting your hands in the earth and growing things, and how positive and meaningful and calming that can be wherever you are in the world. I mean, what's going on in the world is affecting everyone's nervous system.
Yeah.
And, I feel like we need to be able to find ways to ground ourselves, to find that possibility to do the resistance work, to do the connecting work, to do the solidarity work. And it comes through that showing up and being, you know, part of this human kindness. Like we are humankind. We've got to remember the kind bit.
I know.
Yes, yes. No, absolutely. I think I was almost joking just today, and I said there's some people, if I wasn't doing what I'm doing, I would be in a mental institution. It's true. I mean, you have to do something positive to counteract all the negative that's out there.
And nature is around you, guiding you and providing you this 1 hour to 3 hours a day of beauty. But so, of course, you know, Gaza being a football field now, with everything wiped out, there's no opportunity, there's no water, there's no food growing, there's no
but also
relief.
tending to the possibilities that there is a future. Like you're growing because you're protecting things for the future. You're growing to protect things for things continuing, to things to being ongoing. And I was really interested in how you were saying there was both on-site and off-site conservation work. And I wonder whether that's dispersed far enough that in case something happens to your center that you have seeds elsewhere. Could you just speak maybe a little bit to that, as like how is that distributed security as part of the resistance and possibility happening?
Well, I mean, I myself was arrested and detained over 12 times. So it is not an easy thing to do what we are doing. But, you know, the beauty of this is that, you know, necessity, as I say, is the mother of invention. So by having the pressure, we actually end up being more innovative, more flexible, more want. And I see this as, from my background in biology and evolution, of course, is pressures and environmental pressures cause selection and mutations to be selected for to produce outcomes that are good, sometimes surprising outcomes, better than you expected. And that's what I think. This is also why I think it's, you know, interactions globally is helpful both ways, because we can share some of our experiences that could be relevant to other places. We already published papers and I've already been invited to speak in other, what they call developing countries, sometimes not so developing. But anyways, Egypt, Uganda, United Arab Emirates, Jordan, Lebanon, I spoke. I explained to people what we are doing and how we are doing it. And also learned from them. Like from Lebanon, I learned a lot. Amazing work that they do in Lebanon with the concept of Hima, protected areas where the local people actually protect land and grow it. There's even a guy in Beirut who started, he's an architect, but he started a group of young people to basically plant every small corner of Beirut with trees, local trees, indigenous trees, and schools. Even after the harbor blew up in Beirut, damaged a number of schools. He went to those schools before they rebuilt and said, okay, you want to rebuild this parking lot, but why not leave part of it that we can plant for you? And, you know, I learned so much from people and they learned from us. And I think this is what is beautiful about,
Yeah.
again, global networking, global solidarity. I'm not sure solidarity is the right word.
No, what is a word that you feel is appropriate in that space?
I think joint struggle, because
Yeah.
your struggle is my struggle.
Yeah.
Solidarity kind of implies like you see those people need help, you go show solidarity to them, help them. But
Uh-huh.
joint struggle, your struggle is my struggle.
Yeah, I like that a lot more.
Your struggle against climate change and for
Yeah.
Yeah.
for food sovereignty is the same as my struggle. And
Yeah.
our enemy is the same, by the way. It's the same fucking corporations and billionaires that are messing our planet. So the
Also,
And
what I
like
love,
this,
okay, Mazin,
yeah.
what I also love, sorry, Morag, is the deep ecology feeling of your philosophy, your work, and your heart, because the hope, the active hope, no matter the circumstances, is how much the West actually needs that. Because even though we don't have the struggle that you are facing, it's collective depression is pretty much a common phenomenon in our modern society. So thank you so much for your inspiration. I knew you were going to do that. Thank you so much. Megan, do you want to, sorry, Morag or Megan, do you want to, we should close because I think Mazin has an appointment.
No, I just want to say thank you. And I think you're absolutely right. This idea of, where is the learning taking place? It's by listening to each other's stories and to really deeply see what's happening and how life is responding and how communities are responding, and the learnings are happening everywhere and in every direction. And we need to talk more, we need to connect more to be able to enable that to happen. So thank you. Yeah, my heart feels like it's exploding, Mazin.
Yeah, thank you. Mine
Yeah.
too.
Thank you, thank you.
Megan, do you
Sorry,
want to
I
say?
turned the camera off
Oh, don't worry.
because the Wi-Fi here is iffy, and I was
Yeah.
at some point I couldn't hear very well. So
I mean, we're so happy that you could make it. So that was fine. Don't worry that you were late. Not doesn't matter. We're so very honored to be with you. Megan, do you want to say a few words before we should let Mazin
just
go?
beautiful to be in conversation with you all and just to hear the depth of your sharing, Mazin. I feel like there's a part of me that's traveled with you just, in a little small way to be there. And my heart and my imagination and my inspiration for the future are filled. Thank you.
Yeah. So we be in touch with anything. I mean, maybe I would love to do another conversation, but also any ideas that we may have that could, be, I don't know, first discussion with partners or anything that we could come up with. We'll be happy to contribute.
One thing that you can help with is network us with other people like you. The more we network, the better off we will be.
Yeah, I love that.
Mazin, are you open to speaking in other places like this? I can think of multiple networks. If you're open to joining on a Zoom call like this, we can gather big networks of conversation. I'd really, really love that.
Do you think with the DTN, Morag? Probably,
well,
right?
That's what I was thinking. The Big Transformation Network is a global network. So Jeremy Lent, who started that, has asked if I can run an event in July and invite someone, and I would love to invite you to that. I wonder whether you join me in the International Permaculture Festival of Wild Ideas, Wild and Kind Ideas. There's thousands of people who tune into that, and then it gets shared as a podcast later on. It goes even further as well. And then also I host Fritjof Capra's Systems View of Life alumni network, which also is thousands of people who are focusing on this kind of work. And I also hosting conversations there. So whether that might be something. So that's way too many perhaps, but I'd love to talk to you more about that. Yeah.
And also we can meet, maybe next time we can meet Emma, the young woman that you introduced us to. So maybe she can also, if she does the public relation, coordinate with us. Yeah, many ideas. So we'll stay in touch with some ideas. We're not going to disappear, and we'll come to visit the farm soon.
Yeah, that would be
and
amazing.
Good luck.
Thank you, Mazin.
Good luck.
Thank
Good luck.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Take care.
See you soon.
Have a good day.
Thank you, girl. Bye-bye. Bye.
Wonderful.
Bye. Oh, so nice. Did you stop the recording?
Oh, it's still, I've meant to.
Got it.
Let me stop it now. But that's, yeah.
Did you stop it? Hold
Yes, yeah. Oh, beautiful. Thank
It still says recording. Anyway, you can edit.
Oh, does
I
it?
know. That was so
does.
nice. I really
Oh, here
like
we
it.
go.